This episode is brought to you by Airlink, high-speed internet technology that you deserve.
We can send Cody to get water in our Airlink cups.
Airlink.
Yeah. Brought to you by Airlink. So. All right. Brandon Abbott, right?
Correct.
That's how it's said?
Yes.
Okay. Welcome.
Thanks.
The last time I interviewed somebody in law enforcement, my only encouragement to you today is pretend we're not being deposed is all I would ask of you. Okay. But welcome, man. I don't know you at all. I think I know who you married. I think I went to school with, Is it Michaela? Is that right? Yeah. And she's a twin to Will. Okay. Correct. All right. Perfect. I did go to school with them. I remember that. But outside of that, I don't know you at all. So tell the people who you are from wherever you want to start.
Okay. I mean, I'll just start with my name first. I'm Brandon Abbott. I lived here for 8 years. I do believe so. Yeah, 2017 is when I moved here. Married Michaela back in 2019. Originally, I'm from Texas. I'm not even from Missouri. So Pasadena, Texas, moving from a town I think I learned back in August of last year or 2 years ago that there was 500,000 people in Pasadena, Texas now. Okay. So
a few more.
A few probably. Then I moved here in 2000 in the state of Missouri.
Okay.
Wasn't my choice. Obviously, I was 5 years old. So
sure.
Parents moved me here, moved to a small town of Hale, Missouri. Don't know if you
Hale?
Hale?
Yeah, like they have a pretty good basketball team, right? Or have always had good basketball? Anyway, okay.
Sure. Yeah. My brother played there. 2 of them did.
Okay.
I don't know. I played baseball there for 6 years, but moved there. I think I spent a couple years there, and then I moved to a small town of Buckland, Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
I lived there for spent the first grade year to about fourth grade.
Yeah.
Half of the fourth grade year there. And then moved back to Hale. My grandma lived there, so we just kind of bounced around trying to get to know where we need to go.
Were your parents in the military, or what were you moving around so much for?
Just moving. My mom was working in a town next to Buckland in the same county, so we were just moving to get closer to that. And then I moved back. Health issues, I think, with my grandma.
Gotcha.
Could be wrong. So just family lived in that general area of Hale, and then so we ended up moving in, I believe, 2008. We moved to Brookfield, Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you heard of
that.
Yep. And lived there until 2014 when I graduated high school.
Nice.
Moved to Warrensburg, joined the military, and then met Michaela, and moved here.
Where'd you meet Michaela?
Walmart.
Nice. Both worked there, or ran into her?
No,
okay,
I wasn't like. She recalls it as me being a little creepy, but in
it's
the
got to start somewhere,
Yeah, absolutely. But no, we met there and hit it off, and she was actually dating one of my friends.
That a boy.
Yeah,
there we go.
Absolutely. So once they broke it off, I kind of swooped in.
You're like, it's my time.
Absolutely.
So you're both working at Walmart at the time. What were you doing at Walmart?
So I was what they called, I'm not sure if they still have it. Walmart definitely changes their titles or whatever.
To make them more inclusive every year.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I was a Cap 2 associate. So I do the trucks and stock the shelves and
it's some pretty good pay, especially if you did overnight stuff, right? Yeah.
So I worked the 2 to 11 shift, so it wasn't too bad.
PM or AM?
PM.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and then she worked in the apparel department.
Nice. So went to Brookfield High School.
Correct.
You said you played baseball, right?
Baseball and Hale. So when I was a child, a kid, Hale and Buckland, I played baseball. Yeah. They didn't have a baseball team in Brookfield.
I didn't think they did. Yeah.
Until after I graduated, they got one.
Yeah. Did you do any sports in high school? Did they have wrestling?
They did have wrestling. I didn't wrestle though.
Okay.
I tried to play basketball, but I guess I didn't have health insurance, so I couldn't play.
What?
Yeah. So I ended up being the manager of the team.
They just wouldn't let you play because you didn't have health insurance? That's a thing?
Apparently. So
dude, I promise. I guess we were state covered when I was in high school with Obamacare. So I graduated in 2013. So I guess, man, I didn't realize that if you just didn't have health insurance, that's crazy.
Yeah, I was actually in the middle of practicing and they came up and told me that I couldn't be part of the team. So I ended up being the manager just because I kind of want to be in of
Yeah, they'll let you
still here,
manage
so-
and travel to events with
Exactly.
the school, but not let you play. That's interesting.
Exactly. So
Anyway, continue. Sorry. So anyway, I'll finish my question. So you couldn't play any sports at Brookfield. That's crazy. You graduate Brookfield, and was your like when you were in high school? What was your like career path after high school? Was it military, or did you have your eyes set on something else?
it was the military.
It always was.
Yeah.
What inspired that for you?
So I was in the 3rd grade, and my 3rd grade teacher's husband was in the military, and he ended up flying a Chinook down, and the class went and did a field trip, and I was like, this is cool. I want to be a Chinook pilot. I want to be a pilot. At the age of 12, I went and did a physical to play basketball for the Hale Cardinals, and couldn't find out I was colorblind. I did not know that at the time.
Wow.
So it took 12 years of my life to figure out I was colorblind. So that kind of changed a lot, especially with flying. I don't think you can be colorblind with flying helicopters.
Dang.
But, so
So,
yeah,
like, are you still colorblind? Sorry.
Yes, no, absolutely.
What does your colorblind mean? Because I know it means lots of different things.
So I guess I have like a red-green, like a shaded color blindness. So I can tell, like I know, like the grass is green.
Yeah.
I know the sky is blue because it reflects from the water and whatnot.
Yeah.
But
like you know that in your head, but you don't necessarily see that.
So I could see like the color green of the grass.
Got it.
But there's some things when I'm shopping.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, hey, Michaela, I like this shirt. And she's like, well, what color is it? I'm like, blue. And she's like, no, it's purple. I'm like, oh, crap.
Interesting.
So I
Interesting.
don't buy it because I'm not like that.
Well, I mean, you could probably pull off purple.
Probably.
But if it's a different color than you're thinking. Yeah.
Absolutely. I bought these shoes one time and they were blue and they were Reebok. So I'm like, sweet. I got them and I'm like, these look very, very purple. So I didn't wear them. I wore them maybe like 2 or 3 times and I got rid of them.
Well, it's good to know that you don't seem to have that cop bias thing of like the color of cars. Like I know that there's some bias with cops, but there's a color of car that they see that catches their attention more. You're just equal opportunity speeding.
Absolutely. I mean, definitely. I mean, I look at a car and I'm like, I really hope. Like, thankfully, like most states, like Texas, puts the color of the vehicle on the plate, like with the registration. So it's kind of good. I hope that Missouri can start doing that. Because there's a lot of grays and stuff.
Yeah. Is color blindness like an actual like registered disability? Do you know?
I don't believe so.
You don't believe so? Okay.
I don't think so.
I didn't know.
No.
I didn't know. Like if it's in that area of like not schizophrenia, but what's that? What's for like where you jumble up letters? What is that, Cody?
Dyslexia.
Dyslexia.
Yeah,
Thank
dyslexia.
You. I don't know if it's in that similar category where it's not like completely debilitating sometimes, but you're like, but anyway, being colorblind for a cop in 2026, that's probably to your advantage for sure. Okay, so you always wanted to go into the military. Ever since like you were inspired as a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
Find out you're colorblind, pick me up from there. You still decide you want to go into this?
Absolutely. The military? Yes. Yeah. So I've got a total of 5 brothers. There's 4 of us that are in the military, ranging from I've been in for almost 9 years. My oldest brother has been in for, he'll be in 20 years this year.
Wow.
I do believe.
So seems like your whole family. I mean, did you guys have past family service?
Yeah, I had, so my grandpa on my mom's side was in the Navy.
During what?
I guess the Korean War.
Okay.
And back then I made a shadow box for him and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't. Definitely metals are expensive. But, and then my grandpa on my dad's side, I think both of them, he had a stepdad and his full-blooded dad, and they were both in the military.
So lots of service in the history.
Absolutely.
Interesting. Did your brothers have similar inspiration to you, or was it more kind of a family dedication?
I'm not sure what their inspirations were. I don't think I really asked.
Yeah.
I just
if they watch this, you guys can tell us for sure.
Explain to me, in the comments on what inspired you to be. But
so you have 4 brothers or 5?
I have 5 total brothers.
So there's 6 of you total in the family? Do you have any sisters?
It's a touchy subject.
Okay. All right. So at least six boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that's a rowdy household.
Mm-hmm.
Rowdy. Okay. So anyway, you got brothers in the service.
Yeah.
So it's just always kind of something you plan on doing. So really not planning on college, or was college part of like ROTC and doing all that stuff?
So I did building trades in high school. And I do believe, a full ride to do 2 years up at North Central Missouri College over in Trenton.
Yeah.
To go do like business management or something, or not business, but construction management and stuff. I went and did some research on schools, and I went to different technical colleges, and I was like,
This episode is brought to you by Airlink. Airlink. Since 2011, Airlink Broadband of Salisbury has been powering homes and businesses around here with fast and dependable internet. The goal of Airlink here is to bring you and our communities the kind of internet service that makes your life easier, smoother, and makes your life more enjoyable. Curious if Airlink is available to you? Head on over to getairlink.com. That's get like, go on, getairlink.com. Or head over to the Airlink Facebook page that we'll link below. Airlink Broadband, great quality, local service, future facing. Let them prove it to you today.
So that kind of inspired like my first job after finding out I was colorblind and couldn't be a pilot, on being a construction person in the military.
Yeah.
So I think it was like a carpentry and masonry specialist. I
Mm-hmm.
was gonna go do that, and then my career path kind of just changed after high school and what I wanted to do in the military. So I wanted to be military police
Okay.
to ultimately start my career as a police officer whenever I turned 21. So
Gotcha. So you went from going to college, wanting to be in the military, to now wanting to be in police.
correct.
Talk to me about that change for you.
So obviously working different jobs from, the wanting to join the military, working a construction job straight out of high school. It took me a year afterwards to get like actually in the military,
Mhm.
and going from there, and then obviously working like fast food restaurants while I was going through training before basic training, which is RSP.
Yeah.
So just doing that, I ended up joining in 2015. I couldn't join as military police because I guess they had all the spots filled for the state. Back then, I guess now it's whatever job you want, you can jump into because they're short, short enlistment periods. But going through MEPS, talking to them, they said that they couldn't give me a military police spot. So my recruiter talked to me about joining field artillery, which I thought was pretty cool because I could blow stuff up,
Yeah.
So I was going to serve as a field artillery tactical data system specialist. They don't have that anymore. I don't know what they switched it to, but I was going to end up serving in Chillicothe at that unit with my brother. One of my brothers, we were going to serve together. He was already in, I think, a year. I enlisted April of 2017 or 2015. He graduated from basic training April 2015. So we were going to serve that time. So definitely wanted to do that and do military police, but I understood like I might as well just get something to get in, and I can definitely change my career path throughout the military when they opened up a position, for that. So went to basic in September, got discharged in December. I ended up fracturing my ankle in basic training.
Oh, gosh.
Got discharged. So I had to wait a 2-year period to rejoin the military. I wasn't going to. I was going to join like the Navy or and go to that because one of the drill sergeants told me that I would, like, you're very smart. You'd probably work best in the Navy. I'm like, cool. So I just decided that I was going to change careers and not do the military. I miss being in the uniform. So I decided to go back and try to join the Navy, and it didn't work out. My recruiter just kind of fell off the face of the earth and never called me back and whatnot. So I went back to the National Guard recruiter and got signed back up in 2017.
Nice. So then National Guard is in 2017.
Correct.
Then what?
So I started.
Still in Warrensburg?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So working at Walmart in 2016 and then joining in 17. So working there and then joining the military. We moved here in December of 2017.
Okay.
Off of Hackberry, the little house that Lisa and Roger owned down there on Hackberry.
Okay. Yeah.
That was our first home together. And went to basic in 2018. I went to basic, graduated that same year. then came home, went and talked to Jeff Oswald, actually, when he was the chief of police here.
Yeah.
And try to, ask him how it kind of worked out on trying to get a job and trying to go through and trying to challenge post. And he recommended that I just went through the academy, because definitely military law is separate and
Mm-hmm.
very much different than civilian law. So I was like, okay. So I ended up getting a job at the Boonville Correctional Center. So that was a fun time.
Was it?
Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed most of it, and then I didn't enjoy most of it. Working the long hours, 12 to 16 hours a day,
Yeah.
straight off of the on the job training that I had. It was kind of crazy, but I made it work. It was a good job. It definitely paid well. I got my bills paid.
Yeah.
So.
Tell me about basic training. Like, is it the assumption from somebody who knows nothing about it is like it's just like it crazy intense, beat you into submission? Like, what was it? What was it like?
So I went through 2 different basic trainings, obviously. So I went through Fort Jackson in South Carolina. A lot of the terms that they use for Fort Jackson is relax in Jackson. I did not
Relax in Jackson.
relax in Jackson.
That's funny.
They seem that it is the more relaxed basic training. I definitely did not have that relaxed experience. It was intense, and I will say that first day I got there off the bus for outside of reception, I got to the company that I was doing basic training at, and I definitely walked up after the whole day and I said, "Screw this! I ain't doing it. Like I'm not doing this."
What did they have you do day one?
So we just got what they call a shark attack. I don't know if they still do that in the military anymore. I mean, anyways, so we got off the bus and they yelled a lot. They told us, ran up. We had to get our bags. We're doing push-ups and doing squats, and we're holding all of our stuff in our bags above our heads, and we're having a good time. So I thought, and I was not indeed having a good time afterwards. So then we got a phone call to call our family, and so I think I called my mom at the time and told her, what they tell us we have to say. And after that, it was just more push-ups and holding the bag and running around and just it was just scrambling
Insanity.
around. And, yeah. So we finally get our areas up there to get up there and start putting our stuff away. And I was like, I'm not doing this. I looked at one of my drill sergeants and was like, I quit. Day one, I quit. And he's like, okay. And so I went and spoke to the company commander, and he told me, he's like, "You're not quitting. I told you 3 hours ago that you're not quitting." And I was like, okay. So I got to figure out what I have to do to either suck it up or try to figure out how to,
I mean, what was your expectation going into it? Like, is that what, like, you got in there, you're like, this is not what was sold to me?
No, I actually I had 2 different recruiters, and they were kind of similar on how they recruited individuals. So my first recruiter, his name was Brad Gladbeck, and he was in for, I think, 16 years at the time. And he just laid it out to me like, you will get deployed, you will go to war at some point in time if there is a war in the time of you being in. And this is the expectations that, I've had and I tell people. And he was pretty real with me and didn't sit there and say, "Oh, it's going to be easy and you're going to get this and this is how it's going to be afterwards." And he just laid it out. And so I had that expectation of it's going to suck.
Yeah.
So
Did it just suck exponentially more than you expected on that day one, or was it just a bad day?
I think it was the first time being away from my family. We all stuck together, had good times, and then me being 1,200 miles away, and I'm like, crap, and didn't know what to do, and I was just, they're yelling and screaming. I'm like, is this what I really want to do? And so, yeah, I definitely.
But they didn't let you quit.
They didn't let me quit.
So you stuck in there how long until you fractured your ankle?
So they have their phases. It's red, white, and blue phase in basic training. I was in the PT test doing the physical fitness test in white phase. So doing that, I was running our 2 miles and ended up, I don't know what lap I was on, but I ended up fracturing it on the course.
How'd you do that?
So
Like
I think it
were you like
was
running through the woods or
no, we had a dirt track
okay?
and it kind of wasn't ideal for running, but
Sure.
they were building a new battalion and a new company for us, so we kind of stayed in like some Connex trailer looking things
Okay,
that were stacked on top of each other. But
nice.
so we always got in trouble on the floors being dirty, but we couldn't do nothing about that.
Yeah.
But I do believe that it was from there was a hurricane that came through and knocked out like a lot of our water source. So we didn't eat in the DFAC, the dining facility. We ate MREs. So I do believe it was contributed, one, because I was really skinny.
Mm.
And two, I just don't think I got the proper nutrition to build up the muscle and the bones
Wow.
and stuff. So I think that was
Jeez.
what
So
caused
there
it.
wasn't like a moment that you like tripped and
No.
Yeah.
No.
how did you
Yeah.
feel after that? I mean, were you kind of devastated or
So they wanted to send me back through a different company that was like 2 weeks behind, or they're like, we can send you on convalescent leave for 30 days and see how you heal and come back and whatnot. So I went on convalescent leave, came back, and they're like, okay, so we're gonna do X-rays and see if you can go back through on our red phase, whatever. That's the most intense phase, and
Mm.
I was unable to. I wasn't healed, I guess, properly
Mm.
enough to go back through that much intensive training
Yeah.
to continue on through that cycle of my military career. So
Wow. All right. Well, let's fast forward to Fayette. So you move back here, you get a job at the Boonville Correctional Facility. How do you end up working back in Fayette?
So I worked there, and then I left there, worked in Jeff City for a little bit, and I got tired of driving to Jeff City, so I called Dave Ford when he was the chief here, and I said, "Do you need some help?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Can I get sent to the academy?" And I'll definitely work for you. And he's like, "Yeah." So we'll see what we can do. And so I had to submit paperwork through Post and get that approved, and it got done and approved pretty quick. So Dave did a really good job on getting me in as soon as he could, and
Yeah.
for the academy class, it
Yeah.
was. I think I tried to get in there 3 weeks before the academy class, and
Wow.
so
Where's the academy class? What
so
is
the-
that?
So the Academy is Law Enforcement Training Institute is where I went. They have multiple around the state that you can
Okay.
go through, but I went through the University of Missouri, that extension up there. So
Mhm.
went through 600 hours of that. Ended up actually, I think 690 something hours.
Okay.
So over what the standard is, and
Yeah.
they were a pretty good academy, and I enjoyed it. So.
Nice. And so then you start as a Fayette.
Yeah, so
Cop?
once I graduated the academy, I started on my FTO, my field training officer program, and went through that and started off as a police officer. And here I am.
When was that?
That was in June of 2024
Okay.
when I did that.
So you've been doing this almost 2 years now.
Almost 2 years.
Tell me about being a policeman in Fayette, Missouri.
So there's times that me and Cody were talking before you got in here, and we were talking about how it's like last night was, it was hit right whenever I got on duty. I went to a meeting and then just got back to back calls on some things, and then after that, it just stopped.
Yeah.
And I drove around and made sure everything was all right, especially through the storm, and
Mm-hmm.
I made sure there was no power lines down or trees down or roads flooding. So,
Did we have any of that?
with the construction, I'm sure that there's a little, driving through some of the areas, there's some flooding. So.
Yeah.
Not too big, just if you have a really low car, you may have some issues going through it. But
Yeah.
nothing that I saw that was concerning that I needed to call somebody else out to deal with. But
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, it's a good experience, and I definitely would recommend anybody that wants to be in law enforcement to start out in a small town to where you can learn how to be a police officer
Mm-hmm.
rather than going to a big town of like Columbia or Kansas City where you're back-to-back calls and you're really, in my opinion, not getting the full effect on being a law enforcement officer. You're just running and doing calls and not even learning.
Yeah.
And you get just thrown
And you could
into,
get thrown into some really high stress situation.
exactly. So,
Less likely to happen here for sure.
exactly.
What does like rank look like in the Fayette Police Department? Like you're a police officer. Is there a next step, and then is there chief, or how does that whole thing
so
work?
right now we have our officers, and then we do have I do believe we still have a corporal position, and then a sergeant position, lieutenant, captain, and our city marshal,
Okay.
which people refer to as the chief of police.
Yeah.
So,
Which you're running for now. So
correct.
talk to me about all this stuff as much as you want to. You know?
Yeah. So I just decided that I don't want to say about it. I've learned from a very young age of 15 years old that working, I'm going to shoot back a little bit on how I wanted to move up in jobs. I think I was there at McDonald's working in high school. That's typically a lot of people's high school first jobs, making a crew trainer spot to train individuals at 6 months, and then getting asked, I do believe, I could be wrong, but I do recall being 16 and being asked to be a manager of McDonald's. So, which I declined because at that point I was like, I'm still kind of a kid trying to figure things out, still going to school, trying to get my grades up and stuff. So I declined that because I didn't want to take on that responsibility as a kid, pretty much, in my opinion. But going through just jobs and wanting to get to areas of training and leadership, and that's kind of what brought me into wanting to run for the city marshal position, is to train individuals, lead individuals, make sure that I can be the voice of people, because I know that some individuals, like myself back, whenever growing up, I just never wanted to talk to anybody and never had an opinion about things. And now I'm very opinion based, and definitely move on from there. And that's kind of what got me to want to be in the position.
So very opinion based, and you want to be the leader. What do you want to change?
So we actually, like I was talking to Cody, we have a forum on the 26th of this month at 7 p.m. for anybody that wants to show up. It's for the public. That's where I want to kind of talk about what I want to do as city marshal.
Okay.
So
not here.
No, correct.
You don't want to talk about what you want to do here.
Correct. Yeah, I want to save that for there, so I don't repeat what I say and whatnot.
Sure.
So.
When is that again?
March 26th at 7 p.m.
Where
so over at the Keller Building.
At the Keller Building. Sweet. What's this 26th? What day is that?
Thursday.
A Thursday. Okay, so Thursday night, 7 p.m. Cody, you should go to that. You can get some footage. We can get some footage of it.
Am I allowed to? Is that a...
Huh? I don't know.
Am I gonna get...
it's his event. Is it like you and Bo talking together?
So it's for every candidate for this city, any city position. So like our older men and women, this mayor, city marshal.
Yeah.
I think those are the only city candidate positions. So it's for that.
So everyone has to do that?
Everyone was invited, I do believe.
Okay, so this is a forum put on by the city
by a group that the city went through.
Who's that?
I guess do believe it's called a Golden Study Club.
Oh, okay.
Put it on?
Yeah, they're a civic organization. I
Yeah.
got a Golden Study Club scholarship in high school. So yeah, that's just a local club.
Yeah.
Which means like we could put on a forum if we wanted to.
Could I show up with like a mic and interview, like questions?
I'm sure you could.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Free press, man.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
But
dang. Okay, so you're gonna hold out on me on what you want to see different, which is fine. Whatever. This is my event, but talk to me about some of the things while being in Fayette, not from here, things that you have really come to love about Fayette, and some really frustrating things that you've learned about Fayette.
So I guess loving it is a community. I mean, just especially with going out and campaigning or just talking to people.
Yeah.
I mean, there was maybe a couple doors that somebody didn't answer, and I'm like, being a police officer, I know, hey, this car's here.
Yeah.
This car wasn't there, so obviously they're probably not going to answer the door. But just
So you're going
just-
door to door campaigning.
correct.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been
In uniform or not in uniform?
no,
Okay.
no uniform.
I was gonna say that's one way to solicit people to open the door.
Absolutely not campaigning in uniform. So just like I said, the small town community. I've been a part of many small towns. So just seeing and growing up here for the past 8 years and learning who does what and who's there, how respected my wife's family is here. And that's great, with my father-in-law being on the ambulance, I do believe, for 30 years, him being a police officer in the past as well. So that's kind of definitely
it's a nice reputation to
absolutely.
follow.
So it's kind of something that I have to, and I feel I have to keep being that. So definitely going out and doing the best that I can to make sure that everybody's, I still feel the same way in uniform and outside of uniform. So
Yeah. What about some frustrations with Fayette?
I don't really know.
Where's your favorite place to eat right now?
Probably Dose.
Dose?
Yeah.
I'm assuming because of proximity to your family, you've had a Karen burger in your life from
Yes.
Corner Post.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
I think the last one was Friday.
Yeah,
Last
okay,
Friday. It is
good.
a very good place to eat.
It is the best burger in Howard County. I'll stick to that. So,
absolutely.
yeah.
No, it's definitely a good.
I don't know how
good
Will
place.
doesn't eat there every single day.
Every
every
time I
meal.
go there, I actually went over there one day and just bought a thing of cheese.
Yeah.
It's like that's just how I am.
Yep.
I'm a cheese guy. So
Yep.
But yeah, I go into Dose a lot, and they're good people. We actually thought about catering them for our wedding.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Where did you
and-
guys get married?
so we got married out at her grandpa's farm off of North A.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we had the reception. They ended up building like this barn out at their house, and
Sick.
we had our reception in the
Awesome.
barn.
What did
so-
you end up catering?
I do believe Roger barbecued.
Oh,
everything,
sick.
so,
Awesome.
yeah, we had good food.
Do you have kiddos yet?
Yes, we have 2.
Sweet.
We have Owen. He is 5. He goes to preschool, and then we have Quinley. She is our newest addition. She's 8 months.
8 months.
She looks about 3 or 4 months, but she is
There you
8 months
go.
old. So she turned 8 months Monday.
Nice.
This past Monday. so.
Everything going well with that? I mean,
Oh,
are you loving being a dad? What was your...
It's, go ahead, sir.
No, I mean, I was basically just going to ask, like, what's your experience been like? Like, I remember before I had kids, like, I knew I always wanted to be a dad, but I didn't realize like how much fun and how much I would love it. But I only have like almost a 4-year-old and almost a 2-year-old,
Yeah.
so we're kind of in some fun stages. But
Yeah. So Owen is autistic.
Okay.
He has high functioning autism, which it keeps you on your toes
Mhm.
100% of the time.
Yup.
He's very he doesn't, I guess you'd say he's non-verbal, but he's getting better on his speech. He loves dinosaurs and he loves animals, and I don't think we have his whole floor is just covered with animals, and he knows every single one of them. He can tell you every dinosaur, every animal, and
yeah,
he's just a bundle of joy, and he's fun to be around, and he has his moments, and so it's definitely easier to deal with the patience, especially of people dealing with him. So
what do you mean by that?
so just kind of slowing down and trying to slow him down. So whenever talking to people, it's trying to get them on that level of I can't, learning not to yell, I guess, but learning just to speak to people in a tone that they, that I don't need to yell. Like, we don't need to yell all the time because in my opinion, it doesn't get nowhere. So like yelling at him doesn't get anywhere. in my opinion. So just slowing down and having a conversation with them and just taking them and saying, hey, listen, like do this or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So
Wouldn't it like how did that diagnosis come about? As much as you want to talk about
no,
this,
you're good.
yeah.
I mean, so we started noticing signs of it. I think at 1. And then we went at, do believe we scheduled an appointment at the Thompson Center. We have autism in my family. It runs in the family somewhat. So I do believe I'm an undiagnosed. But anyways, but we took him there and he just explained to us what that was. And I was very like, no, he's just a child. He's 2 years old. You can't really, and I didn't want to blame some of the stuff that he does like on me with being gone, working at the prison and stuff. So I didn't want, so the way that they do it, from my understanding, I could be wrong. So anybody that does stuff like that, they can definitely educate me on it, but they kind of base it off of other kids that they interact with.
Correct. Yeah.
So I helped, Michaela's mom, Lisa, was a daycare provider. So I helped with many kids, and there's very smart kids that went to her daycare. So it was kind of, I wouldn't say heartbreaking, but it was kind of frustrating to hear that, they're basing something off of a child that had their parents in the home and stuff. So I was like, okay, because we're trying to teach him and stuff. But noticing the signs as like getting older and him getting older, it's okay, he probably does. He does, absolutely. But it's fun, and I definitely wouldn't see him any other way. So
Yeah.
definitely love him the same as I would, so
Yeah.
He's fun.
Yeah, the whole nonverbal thing is like,
Yeah.
I think the new term is non-speaking, right?
Yeah,
Because like he can obviously name every dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But does he use his language to communicate?
most of the time, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
He'll
high
say-
functioning. Then
Yeah, he'll say yes and no, and sometimes he screams. We're like, what the heck? But it is what
so
it is.
do I. So I'd like
Yeah.
to actually freely, but I can't just randomly rage out in here,
Yeah,
even though I'd like to. Okay, so you're a parent then,
Mhm.
and that's fun.
absolutely.
I know you want to talk about what your vision is for Fayette in your forum. Being chief of police is how. What does the position entail? Like, what do you think you're signing up for?
Signing up for leadership, leadership training, making sure that our police department is successful, and in every aspect of training the officers to do their jobs, knowing how to do their jobs. In my opinion, you can't tell somebody that they're wrong if you don't know that you're wrong, if that makes sense. So just training, making sure the officers are up to date on training, because laws are constantly changing. I mean, you can look at every revision. You can go and look at the RSMOs and look at every revision on what date they were changed. There's a list on most of them, So just keeping up on within the laws and making sure that everybody has what they need to be successful.
Yeah.
Successful officers. So I do believe that being equipped with the proper gear, the proper training, makes you a better police officer. So you can go out and serve the citizens safely. So
yeah. Are you signing up? Is it a 4-year commitment?
4 years, yes.
Okay. Do you kind of envision long term, being in Fayette as well?
Absolutely.
Is that kind of what you envision?
I don't feel like I'm going to leave anytime soon. I think, Michaela has made that pretty known that she doesn't want to leave Fayette, which I understand. I wanted to move back down to Texas and go be a Texas state trooper, but
I mean, that'd be, Texas is pretty cool.
Pretty cool state. Yeah.
Do you go back there much at all?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think we're planning a trip at some point this year.
Have you been to Buc-ee's?
Yes.
Oh, dude.
I
Is
love
it as like,
Buc-ee's.
okay, you do love Buc-ee's?
love
All right.
Buc-ee's.
I don't know if like that's a weird, like, when people find out you're from Missouri and they're like, oh, the Ozarks. I feel like when I meet people from Texas and I'm like, oh, Buc-ee's, they're like, we don't care about Buc-ee's. Shut up.
No, I don't think I lived in Texas long enough to
have it
even-
wear off on you.
Yeah. My two favorite places from Texas is Buc-ee's and Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box.
Jack in
Isn't
the
that a
Box.
St. Louis thing? I'm pretty sure
so
it
they
is.
had one in Columbia and then it closed, and I got really upset. So
Did you get like what was your Jack in the Box order? Like the tacos?
I always get the jumbo Jack, and then I get some tacos. as
Okay,
well. I'm
yeah.
not saying that I don't get the tacos. Those are
Dude,
kinda
I had like Jack in the Box like once in my life.
yeah. They had
I
one,
figured you were gonna say like In-N-Out or something or whatever's down there.
Whataburger.
Yeah, so that's what's
Yeah,
down there.
no, Whataburger for me is just kind of like a Burger King in my opinion. And
True, like
it's kind of like one of those things.
it's
And
I don't know anybody that eats Burger King.
yeah, I do love Burger King. I definitely get it on
So you've had Burger King.
correct.
All right, add that to the list.
Yeah,
This
I
guy has
actually
Burger
worked
King.
at Burger King in
What?
Warrensburg.
Oh,
So,
cool.
for a short time. So
McDonald's and Burger King.
yeah,
Which one was different? I mean, which one was better?
I would say I don't know. I worked at McDonald's longer, so I guess McDonald's was better. Working in a college town, especially Warrensburg,
Yeah.
at a fast food restaurant overnight is definitely. And there's a lot of people that come in,
Yeah.
especially drunk.
Yeah, Warrensburg's
So,
a pretty, I think they call it a pretty wet campus. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. So,
Well, what else do you want to say about, running for chief of police or anything like that? You want to talk about anything in that realm?
I don't think so. I'll be honest. I mean,
Come to the forum.
yeah, pretty much come to the forum and ask questions and get both sides of each candidate.
It's not like a debate.
I don't believe so.
Okay. So, but Bo will be there.
Correct.
You will be there. Any city council running people will be there.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, what else do you want to talk about? Anything else?
I mean, like I said, just I want to come in here and talk about myself, and everybody kind of get the who watches the podcast. I mean, I watch your podcast. I think every week
Oh,
you
thank
have
you.
one, and especially when you're doing your interviews on the individuals, I watch those as well to see how they go. And
Yeah, I like learning about people
Yeah.
that live in my community.
absolutely,
That's kind of
and
fun.
especially the police department. I mean, I think
Yes.
all of our police officers should come on here and
Yeah.
at least say something and get to know them. And if that's how we build and the community learns about all of our officers and whatnot.
Yeah.
I mean,
This is my way of trying to build community as well. So
absolutely. No, it's a
I
great
usually
way.
don't have a lot off limits, although I absolutely talk to whoever I want to. So
Yeah.
if you have like tried to come on here and not come on here, it's probably either because I'm just talking to people. It's either man, Cody, you might need to cut that because I'm basically just going to say if I don't want to talk to you, that's why we haven't responded to you. But that's the truth.
I mean, we respond to everybody that fills something out. There's no promise we're gonna get
like
back
right
to
now I've been on a run of trying to talk to like especially as we're coming up on election stuff. Apparently because I don't want a sales tax increase, I hate the Howard County EMS. So that's been an interesting topic on the Fayette Nom these days, which is not true, by the way. I just don't think we can handle another sales tax increase in this town, mostly because I want this to be a good economic place that people can live. Yeah, no, I mean, this is kind of my way of building community. So anything else in your life that you want to talk to that I missed? I mean, did I get probably more in your weeds than you expected?
No, I mean, like I said, going and looking at a couple of the podcasts, I mean, asking questions and getting to know the individuals. And my thing is getting the face with the name. And so that's kind of why I came on.
I appreciate it. I'm excited to hear, what you're about after the forum. I don't know if I'll make that because 7 p.m. is everyone's bedtime, including mine these days. Did we save the time? Did we save it with daylight savings times? Did we save it?
Save what?
I don't know why we call it daylight saving times.
Oh,
because everybody's exhausted after it for like a whole month. But I mean, do you want to talk like politics? We can talk politics if you want to. I have a question.
Okay.
Would you enlist in the military today?
Absolutely.
You would?
Absolutely. Okay. I did not enlist in the military for. I actually tried to decline a bonus, re-enlistment bonus, but got pushed into doing it. Because I don't serve my country for the money. If I did that, I'd join active duty, because they make definitely better money than the guard. But the guard definitely treats you well, insurance wise. You know, we've had 2 kids, and I had to pay $0 for both of them. And
yeah,
you know, we got, I think one of our invoices was $85,000. We didn't have to pay that. So
jeez.
They definitely take care of you. It's definitely a family orientated, you know.
Sure. I guess more what I'm asking is like in the current political climate, you know, specifically the fact that we are at war with Iran at the moment, would that change how you feel about things?
No, absolutely not. No, I would still join to serve my country and do what I could to be there.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about that lately, just in you know, big news on military and not. So
yeah. I don't know what the I'm not a recruiter, so I don't know what the
pitch is now
with not getting individuals in. I mean, they've tried to throw money out there and get these bonuses up and recruitment bonuses, and just nobody. I don't know if anybody wants to join anymore. I mean, I try to talk to kids, and it's just not what they want to do.
What do they want to do?
I know around here it's a lot of trades. I mean,
yeah,
which is good. I was in the trades, and you know, and I think it's good to have individuals that want to go out and do that.
Yeah, we need it.
Come back for that. Whenever it's talking military, is you can do that in the military.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean,
did you watch the Chuck and Lou Thompson interview I did a couple weeks ago? The older couple?
I did not watch
because he was. I think his whole military career service was construction.
Dude, both of them had awesome.
Both of them. Yeah.
Both Air Force.
What did she do?
She was a photographer, which
That's
is
right. She was in the Navy photographer.
I'm like, it's still on the table for me to join the Guard to do videography because they have a MOS for video. So it's like tempting. But I want to like.
Good to know. Well, give me at least 2 weeks, Cody. Maybe 4.
I would still be here. I would just be on the weekends every
clearly
now
I don't understand how all that works, but yeah.
That's funny.
Well, I appreciate your service and your willingness to serve. It means a lot to me. You know, I, as you know, am for the betterment of Fayette, and sounds like you would not run for the chief of police if you didn't want the betterment of Fayette and to provide leadership in that. So, man, I have so many things I'm going to grill you on, but we'll wait till after the forum. Maybe we can get you back on here.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So you'll have the forum at the end of March. When is the technical vote? Is it in April?
It's April 7th.
Okay, so it'll turn around real quick right after that.
Right.
So
what time is it again on Thursday?
That's 7 p.m. on March 26th.
That's next week, right?
No, like 2 weeks from now.
Okay,
it's March 11th.
I'll go and I'll grill you guys on some questions. I'll go. That'll be me and Athen. I can bring our intern and he can record for me, and I'll and we can put it on the Fayette number.
I can just come there and like just have a load of questions and just bring the heat.
Oh man,
I don't want to do that though. Like I'm not interested. I'm not interested in tearing down community, but yes, asking questions in a productive way is
I wouldn't say
what you want.
Holding your the people who are leading. Like if you're going to be in a leadership position, you got to be ready for the hard.
Yeah, but I don't want it to be like. Have you watched? And now Cody and I are having a podcast with Brandon producing it. But if you watch, and I'm not giving Pam Bondi a pass, but if you watch congressional hearings, right? A lot of those questions are
yes or no, nothing but yes or no.
It's total grandstanding. Like I don't like Tim Walz, but his response of like, I'm not here to be your prop. Go ahead and tell us the answer to your question. You know, lots of people are asking blitzed questions for the attention of the question, not for the response from the person.
That's fair.
And that's what I don't want to see at a community forum. Like, you know, I called about this dog 2 years ago and you didn't do anything. What do you have to say about that? You know, it's like,
yes or no?
No, let's ask some more productive questions. But more productive questions don't get headlines and they don't get attention and things like that. But we at least have no motivation to go and ask questions. Like we don't have a political motivation to grandstand and be like, see, I asked the hard questions. Elect me for city council.
I'm actually funded by APAC.
No, stop. You're going to get us in trouble. Sorry, Brandon. Welcome to our podcast.
I'm enjoying it.
Anything else you want to talk about, man? I feel like I'm leaving it short, but if you're comfy and good.
I don't know. I mean,
do you own any dogs? Do you own any dogs?
I do have a dog.
Okay.
Her name's Athena.
Athena? Stop it, Cody. Stop it.
No, she's a good dog.
What kind of dog?
She is a Husky and Chihuahua mix.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
It's an interesting dog.
Not a dog we got to worry about.
Lord.
Yeah.
How?
I
Never
don't know
mind.
how. Michaela I do believe she got her for Christmas back in 2016.
Oh, so before
we,
you.
Yeah, before we started dating.
Dang.
We knew
She's
each
getting
other,
old
so-
then.
Yeah, she's getting there. She's getting to the Chihuahua phase in her life of grumpy and angry.
Nice.
I did have an all black German Shepherd. His name was Axel, and he passed away. Yeah, so that was pretty.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Sad, dude. Losing dogs is so
it was
sad.
upsetting. I mean, it was tragic.
I didn't mean to like mock that, but it was just like, and he died. It was
No, no, you're good.
well, that's a wrap, folks.
Yeah, but anyways, but no, he was a good dog, and I was actually training him to do like some finding stuff. And stuff. So it was pretty cool. I was learning a lot from a guy that we was contracted to the not the military, but the correctional center when they came in and did their drug dogs and stuff. I was learning stuff from them on how to because I wanted to train him and doing stuff like that.
Does the Fayette Police Force have any canine units?
The Fayette Police Department does not. The Howard County Sheriff's Office.
Howard County Sheriff does. Interesting.
So
cool.
But yeah, I mean, it's been a good life, and definitely put myself in positions of leadership, and I want to move up everywhere and where I've gone. So leadership wise, working at the prison, I was a sergeant over there. I worked there for 2 years, made sergeant. I was the assistant team lead for our CERT team, which is a corrections emergency response team. Then I also served as CIT, which is crisis intervention team, which I think would also help. It definitely helps law enforcement in general, talking to the people in crisis. So doing that, I was a member of that, and then I went out for lieutenant, I think twice, and I think I missed my interview once. One question, or somebody answered a question better than me for lieutenant, so I didn't end up making lieutenant. So
nice. Sweet.
Yeah, I mean that kind of, and then being in the guard, and I'm a sergeant in the guard. I've been doing that for a year now. An NCO, a non-commissioned officer in the guard. So
nice.
It's a good time, fun time. I definitely enjoy that leadership and training and aspect of each job that I've been in. So.
Well, Brandon Abbott, a man who likes dose, has wanted to serve the people since he was 12 and has been. So appreciate that. Glad that you're here. What else about Brandon? Any other fun facts we need to know about you? What do you do for fun? Obviously, parenting is like that's all we get to do for fun now. But
what I do for fun right now, I think the most fun thing that I do is make fun of Michaela. In this sense of our daughter is saying dada instead of mama.
Oh yeah,
and I love it. And she gets
absolutely,
and she's like,
because we earn that, man. We've done most of the work in the first 8 months.
Absolutely,
So.
absolutely. But no, it's that's probably the most fun thing that I do is make fun of her and just hanging out with the kids, and it's great. It's
You playing any baseball, softball now?
No, I don't do that. I play a lot of video games.
Okay, what do you play?
I like Battlefield.
There you go.
I definitely uninstalled Call of Duty because
gay. I'll just say it. I'll sit on the hot seat. It's gay.
It's been the same platform for a while now, and Battlefield just, in my opinion, is more realistic.
What's Battlefield? Is that like Battlefront, like Star Wars? Or?
Do you know what Call of Duty is?
Yeah.
So think Call of Duty, but I'm realistic as loose, but it's
like
more
a
realistic.
slower paced, more realistic game
like OG Call of Duty?
No, it's like just a way less forgiving first person shooter.
Absolutely.
Way less forgiving.
Yeah,
way less forgiving.
I would say
interesting.
That, yeah. So
okay.
that, and then just
you play Rocket League?
No.
Oh, dude, I was into Rocket League.
I play Guitar Hero.
Oh, dude, okay.
Yes.
Sick.
So,
dude, we should have Guitar Hero Showdown sometime. That'd be fun. I used to be wicked good at that.
Yeah, I'm definitely better on the keyboard. So like it's Clone Heroes, but Guitar Hero, so I got all the Guitar Hero songs on there, but I play the guitar, and then
do you play any instruments in real life?
No, I at one point tried to play the drums.
Yeah.
I played the trumpet in band in
Sick.
school. So I mean,
Yeah.
that was
Same.
interesting.
By the way,
okay,
yeah.
cool. We have something in common. But yeah, I tried to play the drums. I do believe the only thing I could play on the drums is the Hannah Montana theme song. Which it was just, I mean, in my opinion, it
It's
was the
because we
easiest
knew it
thing.
by heart.
Exactly.
We grew up in the
How-
same era.
How old
Yeah.
are you?
He's a year behind
What?
me.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
30. I
Yeah.
turned 30 last October. So,
That just brought back so many memories, dude. Oh my gosh.
exactly. I mean, it was
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
easiest thing to play.
Yeah, I mean, it's ingrained in our memory. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we always had just the Guitar Hero, not the Rock Band, which had the drums and the keyboards and all that kind of
so
stuff.
I think my friends had Rock Band because they had more money than I did. at the
Yes.
time.
All my rich friends had Rock Band.
I had,
So-
I had Rock Band.
Well, you needed like $1,000 to buy the whole set, or you could
Yeah.
buy like Guitar Hero for like $150 or $200.
And now they're selling, guitars and all the equipment for $500-$600, and the
Dude.
game's separate, and you have to spend $40 on that too.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to go buy Rock Band now. I want to play Rock Band again.
Yeah. Dude, you know it'd be fun if we did like an event on the patio, like a Guitar Hero event on the patio.
Dude, I'll tell you, Just
I think
That
Dance.
would be wild.
Scale
Yeah,
up.
the fact that Just Dance has Bluey on it, I'm
Yeah.
sold. All right.
Do you have a Switch?
I do not. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what do you game on?
PC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
they're cooler than us.
I-
We get the PC.
We can't. We probably
I can
couldn't-
use I can use ASDF. Cool.
We couldn't game together because I'd probably get him fired, dude. I'd talk too much crap on the game.
Golly. So like when you game on a PC, are you guys the bots that show up on like whenever I play bots on like Xbox or something like that?
I don't know.
No, but like there's cross. So when you play Rocket League, it's cross-platform. So,
Well,
but
I knew that. Yeah.
you still use a controller on PC on
okay.
Rocket League.
Yeah.
But on a PC, if it's cross-platform, like if you're playing Call of Duty, like a first-person shooter, you're at such a disadvantage to guys on computers because
Yeah.
like
to be on the computer.
you're at an advantage on the computer. I don't
Oh, okay.
because it's easier to aim with a mouse and you can just achieve a lot more on it.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
I always thought it was a giant disadvantage, like that you were using keyboard function and that's who the bots were when I was like playing Call of Duty as a kid, you know. But bots are probably just pre-programmed, not actual
Yeah.
live,
Yeah.
no,
whatever.
surprised you were even allowed to play video games.
Barely. Logan would like stretch the limits and like get games like that before they would get stolen or taken away from by my parents.
Did either of you have a Nintendo 64? That would be more your guys'.
I still have one. It's in that and the Nintendo.
GameCube?
No, I had a GameCube, but we have in our entertainment center, it's the Nintendo 64, and then I guess the Super Nintendo.
Okay.
Yeah, I have that
Yeah,
one
I
as
don't know.
well.
Nintendo was all my rich friends. I didn't have Nintendo.
Oh,
we
yeah,
had
we had all that.
we had a Sega Dreamcast.
I had one of those.
Oh
as well.
my-
That was epic.
Sega.
And just a Sega Genesis. That was
Yeah.
epic.
We had a Dreamcast and an Atari.
We had a Wii. We did have a Wii growing up. That was like the thing you got for Christmas.
I think that's what I had
High
Rock
school.
Band on.
Okay.
Is we still a thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they keep making new ones,
Yeah.
but we still have a Wii at my mom's house that
Mm.
like once a year at Christmas we'll break out and do Wii bowling.
Mhm. Oh yeah. I mean, you can do that on the
boy.
Switch now. That's kind of our thing.
I think the Switch is kind of like replaced the Wii.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
I'll have to bring the Switch to you so you
Well,
can do
this will
Bluey.
turn into what about golf? You golf?
I don't golf.
Okay. Well, this
I'm
will turn into the
horrible at
golf simulator room once we move the studio. And maybe we can also be like where we have a Wii and gaming area too. Oh, cool, man. I appreciate you coming on and talking
I
to me. I'll
appreciate it.
quit finding random things to ramble
No,
about
okay.
with you.
No, I like it. It's good.
But it's been fun talking with you.
Absolutely.
The forum, March 26th, 7 p.m. Go to that. Brandon's going to bring the heat and give you his opinions on, his leadership philosophies and what he wants to do as chief of police for the election that comes up real quick, April 7th. So I don't know what else is on that ballot. I think the ambulance tax is on that one. I think there's a school bond tax issue on that one as well.
There's a lot on there
Yeah.
from
I'm
looking
assuming-
in the courthouse.
Did you see the newspaper is going to close? Did you see
I
that
did
news?
see that.
What are your
I was
thoughts on
I was
that?
very upset about it.
I'm
because
sad
that's-
about that too.
I
Yeah.
go into DJs every morning. Shout out to DJs. Being open so early, you can
What time do they open?
4:30,
Oh, heck yeah.
and then on Sundays it's 6:30.
Need to go
so
to
I
DJ's
go-
more. I got gas there yesterday
Yeah.
for 50 cents cheaper. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, I go in there and I'll stand in there and grab something to eat for breakfast and read the paper, and just talk with everybody that comes in there. So
Yeah.
anybody that wants to talk. So
Sweet.
pretty much it.
Brandon Abbott, I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with
Thanks
me.
for having
Anything else you want to say?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Cody, anything?
Good.
All right.
No.
Appreciate it. Thanks, man.
I appreciate it.
Outro?
Music? Do we even do that anymore?
I don't even know.